Gentlemen, went over the rules early in the dressing room. Obey my commands. Protect yourselves at all times. Understood? Touch them up. Best of luck to both of you.
And they set upstairs. Ryan Garcia has the following and star power to transform boxing audiences in a way just a handful of fighters have done in recent decades. But he has to prove he can fight. Luke Campbell will be that first test.
Ryan Garcia has to prove that he can bright shine through the doubt, through the darkness of fans.
His last two fights have gone a total of 178 seconds. Can Ryan Garcia make quick work of Luke Campbell? Or are we in for a long distance dogfight? Garcia in the gold, Campbell in the blue.
The first thing to watch with Campbell is how effective that jab is. Throws about 30 jabs per round. It's a pretty useful weapon for him in most of his fights.
Ryan Garcia coming out a little bit aggressive, coming at Luke Campbell. Sharp jab to the belly. I love what I'm seeing. I love this start by the young Ryan Garcia.
The jab is the key for Campbell. He loves throwing it, and he needs to throw it. Luke Campbell's been on this stage before. He knows how to handle the pressure, the bright lights, the international audience. Garcia, at his young age, just getting into the game, so to speak. Campbell with the left to the body.
Garcia's punching so sharp right now, laser sharp, and right now Campbell is looking to time that sharp.
Oh, a straight right hand from Garcia, and that got Campbell's attention. How does Ryan's style stack up against a southpaw?
Well, right now, that was a little trip up with the feet, and you're going to see a lot more of that whenever you see a southpaw and an orthodox fighter.
Yeah, and you know, southpaws can be tricky to box for orthodox fighters. The first southpaw Ryan's fought in 3 years, but Ryan told us this week he loves fighting southpaws because he thinks there's more ways to knock them out.
Because he has the two best weapons against southpaw, a fast jab and a counter left hook. That check hook, that's going to keep Campbell at bay for a while. It's instinctive. That punch is instinctive by Ryan Garcia. It just snaps out without thinking.
Garcia has to be careful not to get over-eager, because Campbell, who never makes predictions, said, I'm going to knock this kid out. So he's thinking power punch as well. We saw a Euro step there from Garcia as he lands the right hand.
First body shot there by Campbell. That's what makes Campbell really special. That educated jab is experience, of course, with that body work.
Ooh, a left hook from Campbell. Kind of got a smile from King Rye.
Campbell not biting at the feints of Garcia.
Ryan Garcia, Henry Garcia, Ryan's father, first trainer, also his translator. Ryan doesn't speak much Spanish. Eddie Reynoso only speaks Spanish, so you have Henry Garcia translating the instructions of Eddie Reynoso.
And since switching to Eddie Reynoso, Garcia 4-0 with 4 knockouts in a total of 9 rounds. So he's good early, but Chris, we don't know if he's good late.
It's a gift and a curse, right? You want to secure those early knockouts, but you don't know how your fighter's going to fare when he gets taken into deeper waters.
Garcia told us that his style, he believed, would work better against southpaws. You buy that, Sergio?
Well, listen, I've never heard a fighter, especially a young fighter, says that he prefers fighting southpaws.
But look at Garcia heating up in the corner. Campbell trying to just avoid and block.
But whenever you have a jab like Ryan's and a left hook like that, maybe that's why he prefers fighting left-handers, because those are the two best punches against southpaws.
Campbell knows he's going to have to deal with some of those flurries, those quick hands. It's just how well can he deal with them.
Sergio, what do you think of the footwork you've seen the first couple of rounds. You see Campbell up on his toes. Garcia much more flat-footed. Seems like he wants to...
Oh, left hand sends the kid down!
And that's what he was setting him up for. Luke was looking for that overhand left. Now we're going to see what this kid's made of.
An absolute stunner. And look at the face of Campbell, as if to say, you wanted me, I'm here, you got me.
I mean, it kind of flows into what I was just talking about, guys. The flat feet of Ryan Garcia. He's planted there, not moving away from those shots.
And Luke staying cool. I love this, the discipline. He knows he has the younger fighter hurt, but he's not going after him yet.
What must be going through Ryan Garcia's mind? He's never been in trouble, much less been knocked down.
It's fight or flight if you're Ryan Garcia.
A stunning start here to the second round.
Campbell just missed with that overhand left.
I think you got to stay calm there, though, if you're Ryan Garcia. Don't get into a firefight right after you got knocked down.
Now it's Garcia who needs to be cool hand. A quick glance up at the clock for Garcia. He wants out of this second round in the worst way.
He responded, though. He responded. Ryan Garcia responded like a true champion right there, showing championship ability and heart, getting up and fighting off Luke Campbell.
England is celebrating right now. Luke Campbell.
And it was that jab downstairs that brought the right hand down of Ryan Garcia. He took that punch well. He got up and reacted, but what a left hand by Campbell. But that was a big reaction by Garcia, getting up and fighting him off.
Has Garcia been overhyped? Does he really have the goods? Can he really be a world champion? We're about to find out.
You can't go into a fight like this thinking you're going to one-punch knock out Luke Campbell. He's too tough. He's been hit by big punchers. He's gotten up and survived. You simply can't put him down with one big shot.
And that's what happens when those first-round knockouts come. They start getting good to you and think that you're going to do them all the time, and they become a disadvantage.
Wide stance there for Luke Campbell. You can see the footwork giving Garcia a little bit of problems. This is when he can attack when he's on the ropes, and that's what he does. Sergio, how cautious should Ryan be?
Cautious, but I love the fact that he's still not getting overly cautious. This is the thing about these fighters like him and Oscar De La Hoya. They look like pretty boys, but they got that killer instinct. I love what Garcia's doing, backing up Campbell.
This crowd still buzzing. This is not what they expected to see. A COVID capacity sellout here in Dallas, Texas. Every ticket sold. 6,000 fans here, and they're all cheering for the Mexican-American.
So far, I love the way Ryan Garcia reacted to that knockdown. We never know how we're going to react as fighters, and he passed the test, and he's still getting aggressive, going after Campbell.
Left hand to the liver for Garcia, who says he could throw his left hook a million times and never get tired. Garcia getting a little more liberal with the punches.
Getting aggressive. He needs to watch out for a right hook with that aggression. Campbell has a nice right hook over the top.
He's still really flat-footed in this round. I keep going back to that, but he's planting his feet and just looking to land that one big shot.
Actually, Ryan Garcia always has fought flat-footed. That's his style. He's a flat-footed fighter, but he has such fast hands that he gets away with it.
This is when he can tee off, and that's what he does.
You can see that Luke is just waiting to catch him with one punch. But I love the way that Garcia reacted after that knockdown, and now he won this third round. With the aggression coming forward, getting the respect back.
And with that bell to end round three, we send it back over to England. Gareth,
Josh.
Ricky Hatton and Gareth Davies joining us from England, DAZN, live around the world now. Hope you're enjoying this, our main event. Ryan Garcia, who was dropped in the second round, back on his feet and seemingly has his confidence back.
You know, one of the questions I had coming in was, how would Luke Campbell look just about a month or so after the COVID diagnosis? Luke Campbell said his symptoms during that time were pretty mild. Said he felt a mild cold for 5 or 6 days. He's back at full training after the 2-week isolation. He actually said he felt fresher getting back in the gym after those extra days off.
This fight is supposed to take place at the beginning of December. Instead, we get it the second day of 2021. Thanks to everyone joining us. That was borderline low.
You all right?
That's what happens with sickness. When I was in camp making weight and I would get sick, sometimes once that sickness passed, I would feel stronger, like the body reset and rejuvenated. Good body shot right there by Campbell.
Again to the body with the left hand goes Luke.
Aside from the jab, that's Campbell's best weapon, is his body punching.
Oh, right hand, and that affected Luke a little bit. And now he's starting to sit down on punches again.
Garcia looking for a right hand now. He sees that the left hook wasn't landing. Now looking, getting really aggressive with that straight right, which is another weapon against the left-hander.
You can just see with the body, Luke much more relaxed in there, bouncing a lot more than Ryan.
Because he's been here before. He's been on this stage before. And for Ryan Garcia, as talented as he is, he needs to experience this for the first time.
Ooh. Ryan answers back. All in all, though, Garcia handled the aftermath of that knockdown pretty well.
Yeah, he did extremely well. Got up, survived the round, came back, and my card won that third round. Is doing good work through most of this.
Beautiful move right there by Campbell. Pivoting away, not getting away too far, coming right back at Garcia. And yes, I agree. How Ryan Garcia reacted to that big punch. It wasn't a flash knockdown. He got rocked. He got up and fought back harder.
What are you sensing here, Chris?
Look, Garcia looks comfortable out there. He took that big shot. He went down. He got up. But he's looking confident. Luke Campbell, he's taking some heavy shots. He's blocking them, doing well defensively, but Garcia's throwing some big shots.
I think they're both looking confident. Ryan Garcia just winked.
Oh, and he got caught coming in again to Garcia. One of those quick little 1-inch punches you were talking about, Sergio.
And you could tell they worked on that in the gym, not to swing that hook wide. It's nice and short that's going to catch the faster fighter. That's timing, Chris. That's what I was telling you about speed. That's how you beat speed. You beat it to the punch with timing.
Garcia trying to reset now. Round 5 scheduled for 12. The possibilities are endless with a win here for Ryan Garcia. As for Luke Campbell, a win for him, and he believes he gets another world title shot immediately.
Not a lot of head movement from Garcia in this fight either, presenting something of a stationary target.
Garcia, two things that you touched on. He's never been much on head movement, never been much on fast feet. And that's the reason, because he has so fast hands. His hands are so fast, he doesn't need to move that much.
Power punches through round 4. 42 landed for Garcia, 28 for Campbell. But of course, Campbell known for his jab, so Garcia was pretty much always going to land more power shots. And just as I say that, a power shot thrown from Campbell. More foot entanglement. It's the battle of the front foot when it's the southpaw and an orthodox fighter.
Power shots right in line with Garcia's numbers under Eddie Reynoso. 45% through those 4 fights, power shots landed for Ryan Garcia.
Really haven't seen Garcia sit down and unleash a big, heavy flurry in a while.
Oh, good punch right there by Garcia. Straight left. Campbell took that shot well.
Yeah, it got his attention, man.
And the reason we haven't seen Garcia unleash, like you said, Todd, is because Luke Campbell is using ring generalship. If anyone doesn't understand what ring generalship is, you're seeing it right now. We're not letting Garcia plant his feet to get that power, that speed.
Ooh, and there's a nice little flurry for Campbell, or for Garcia, rather.
Beautiful combination by Garcia, not falling off balance, all with speed.
Has Campbell perhaps gotten a little complacent after that knockdown? Seems like Garcia's winning these rounds.
No, I think Campbell's looking for that same short right hook again. So this was a good round.
Oh, he got up with a left hook right at the bell, and Campbell was ready to go down.
And that's Garcia's right on the tempo, and that's that instinctive left hook that Ryan Garcia is known for. Now it's time for Campbell to show that.
We're in Texas, and this has become an old Western shootout. Ryan Garcia knows he's got Campbell a little bit weakened here. He's letting his hands go. The crowd is rising up. Campbell's corner told him, get your composure, find your legs, stick and move.
It's all basically code for survive at this point starting the round.
Garcia can't be all guns and glory, though. We saw earlier, Campbell has that one punch that can put him on his backside.
Yes, he does, but look, this is the thing about fighters like Ryan Garcia and Oscar De La Hoya. They're pretty boys with a mean streak, and they go after the knockout when they have their opponents hurt.
And in between that flurry right there, looked over at the corner, Ryan Garcia with Canelo Alvarez sitting right behind them. All of them basically putting their hands up, telling Ryan Garcia to relax, don't get too aggressive.
Garcia looking for that instinctive check hook again. And Campbell is aware of that. That's why he's not committing to those jabs.
Good cross, a right cross from Campbell running in. And there is Canelo Alvarez, Ryan Garcia's training partner and his friend.
Watching him throughout this, he's invested in this fight.
This has not been the type of fight many people expected it to be, but it has delivered from an entertainment value. Fantastic way to kick off 2021.
And this is the thing about these pretty boys, these Sugar Ray Leonards, these Oscar De La Hoyas. We want to see how they react when they're hurt. We want to see how they react when they hit the canvas. Ryan Garcia reacted like a mean fighter. And you can't teach killer instinct, Todd.
So what does Campbell need to do to collect himself and go back on the attack?
I think he's doing it. He's fighting with a smart power jab right now, not staying in front of Garcia. Garcia found a home for that straight right hand. There's that check hook right there.
Yeah, there's a second time this round Garcia tried to time Campbell coming in with that left hook.
And this is not where Campbell wants to be. Oh, and he got a straight right hand off the ropes to land on Garcia's jaw.
That left hook, it reminds me of a rat trap, that left hook of Ryan Garcia. As soon as Campbell or any opponent tries to come up the front door, it just snaps instinctively.
Round 7, what an event this has been so far. If you're just joining us, Luke Campbell knocked Ryan Garcia down. Garcia, though, has come back like a true champ, even though he's not one yet, and nearly put Campbell down in round number 5. And here we are in the 7th. Chris, how do you have this scored right now so far?
Look, I think Garcia's been in control and won every round except the round in the second that he picked up the knockdown. As you said, he recovered nicely from that knockdown. Has come back, put a lot of pressure on Luke Campbell, landed a lot of big shots. He's been very successful the first half of this fight.
And that resilience, Chris, comes from instinct. Nice right hand right there by Garcia. It's instinct. You don't know how you're going to react. And I'm telling you, he passed the test right there. That's one mean pretty boy in Ryan Garcia.
We saw Chris Mannix's scorecard. What does Gareth Davies say?
Well, Garcia's really the aggressor in this fight, but Campbell's showing all his boxing skills. He stayed in there brilliantly after being horribly hurt at the end of that round. I've got Garcia just a point ahead. There's so many of these rounds are close, but I do really think that Luke Campbell needs to start pressurizing Garcia back for me to get back in this fight.
I see Ryan Garcia winning rounds, except for that second round, like Chris mentioned. But I could see what Luke Campbell winning some close rounds. But right now, Ryan Garcia is in control, and you can see the way his body language is reacting, coming forward with no respect.
Eddie Reynoso saying to Ryan Garcia, "You're young."
Body shot.
And he goes down, and now Campbell is down on a knee, 2 knees. He's asking questions. He's asking, do I want to get up? Can I get up? It is over! Ryan King Ryan Garcia!
Bernard Hopkins knocked out Oscar De La Hoya with a vicious body shot. That body shot looked just as pretty.
Campbell was able to get up from Lomachenko's body attack, but not from Ryan Garcia's body attack.
Was he more style than substance? That was the question asked before the fight. What's the answer?
He is all substance. He took a hit, he went down, he fought like a champion, and he knocked out a fighter that has faced top competition and has never been knocked out before.
We've seen fire and ice from both fighters. More brighter, a bigger star from Ryan Garcia.
Meet the future of boxing. It's Ryan Garcia.
Are you watching Teofimo Lopez? Are you watching Tank Davis? Are you watching Devin Haney?
You gotta go down to learn how you're gonna react getting up.
The future and the present embraced in the ring. A Mexican legend and a Mexican-American who faced adversity. What would happen if he got knocked down? All those questions were asked tonight.
Every one of them have been asked, and
Campbell was feeling right here.
Paralyzed. He was paralyzed. He could have possibly got up, but the legs refused. The will refused, because it was only going to get more painful for the experienced cool hand Luke.
It took 2 seconds for the pain to get in, and if you're thinking maybe Luke's going to get up, once he put the other knee down and both gloves were on the canvas, it was the end.
And Luke Campbell got up.